Greeting. Welcome to today's video. Today, we are going to take a look at the Jedi Survivor trailer, but not the whole trailer. We are just going to take a look at mysterious Sith right here, and we're trying to identify who he really is. So, at this frame, let us take a look at the obvious things. He is wearing a black cape, like almost every Sith, and some kind of brown leather belt, as well as a long glove and something that is attached to it. Almost looks like a Mandalorian gauntlet to me. And of course, a red lightsaber. What we can see at this frame is basically just a bare look at the material of his clothing and what I think is a Mandalorian gauntlet. Also, this is a very interesting shoulder place, because we haven't seen anything like this in Star Wars before, at least not in canon, because it has a small hole in it. So, this is a very interesting frame. We just can see the Sith from the side. It's not a front view, but what we can see is a little bit of the hilt of his lightsaber and their brown leather belt, as well as this pearl chain. So, when we stop at this frame, we can see that the armor of the Sith obviously has a bit of golden elements here in the middle of his chest and around the whole chest plate, as well as a bit underneath it. So, as you can see, there, here at his face, this is a quite flat nest. You can't really see anything that goes out like beta smears, but you can see that it clearly goes flat down. So this is a very interesting fact. And of course, also, it looks like he has a chain here with some kind of little ball in the middle of it. So, as we know out of legends, is that Revan liked to customize his armor with golden elements. So, this is quite fitting to the Sith in the Jedi Survivor trailer. The next thing that we know is that George Lucas wanted to bring Revan into Clone Wars into canon, but they didn't do it afterwards. So this improves the chance that Disney now starts to put Revan into the canon game Jedi Survivor, because it was already planned to bring him in. The next thing that we know is that Darth Revan had a strong connection to Mandalorians. So this would explain the Mandalorian gauntlet that he has on his lower hands, and of course also a bit of his chest plate structure. So here at this picture, we can see the hilt of the red lightsaber from Revan. We can clearly see that this does not really match up with the lightsaber hilt in Jedi Survivor, but I think that's not a point to say, oh no, this is not Revan, because we know Disney, and Disney likes to change small certain details on some characters sometimes. So, a lot of people are saying that it's Galen Merrick in the Jedi Survivor trailer, but I don't really think that, because at the end of Force Unleashed 2, we can see Galen Merrick turning to the light side. Of course, it could be a clone of Galen Merrick, but I don't think that Disney would do that, because so many things want to see Starkiller and canon, and the least smart thing to do is to leave the real Starkiller, the real Galen Merrick, out of Star Wars and just put a clone into a canon game. That would, okay, on the one side, a lot of fans would be really happy, but on the other side, a lot of fans would be really disappointed, because we don't see the real one, we just see a clone of it. The next point that I have is that Galen Merrick mostly holds his lightsaber with the grip in reverse, so like a Sokatano. And in the trailer we can see that the Sith doesn't hold the lightsaber like this. So at this scene we can see that Cal got clashed to the ground by his enemy. So, as we know at the ending from Jedi Fallen Order, Cal is a very strong lightsaber fighter, and he's very strong with the Force too. So his enemy right there, the Sith Lord, has to be a really good fighter to clash him down to the ground like that. As we know or imagine so far, is that Revan is a very, very skilled lightsaber fighter. So at this frame, you can see a character that looks a bit like Telemachus from Jedi Fallen Order that was buried alive on Dathomir by the Night Sister Baron. So I have the little theory that Darth Revan goes to Dathomir and saves Telemachus to rebuild the Rule of Two. I know there is Darth Sidious and Darth Vader at this point right now, but maybe Revan just shows up out of nowhere and wants to overthrow them, so he and Telemachus could be the new two Siths. So he's in the battle tank, obviously. I don't really know if that really is Telemachus. He just looks a lot like him. So at the end of the trailer we can see Cal looking at him. So I think that is right before the Sith shows up, because it turns a bit at the end of the trailer, I think. Oh no. So, as you can see in this shot, this is a very rock-like planet, and I think this is Korriban, because you can see it is very destroyed. Here's something obviously not normal, and you can see all the stone cliffs and the surface, as well as the lightning from the sun. So this looks a lot like Korriban, but of course this could be a completely new planet. Thank you for watching this video, and let me know in the comments what do you think of this theory, and who do you think this mysterious Sith is? So maybe you can give this video a like and my channel subscribe. Goodbye.